Hello, my dear haters. Today we have Hatesplaining. I will explain you why we're hating DC and Marvel. Uh, Thanks for joining me. It will be a short stream, I guess 10-15 minutes, because it's pretty obvious with Marvel and DC why we hate them. Everyone saw their movies, so there is no reason to go deeply explaining it. I'm pretty sure each of you has its own opinion on this. While you're here, tell me on the chat where you're from, which country, and don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel, because YouTube is an important tool for haters to develop as a community, and it's really cool when you're liking or subscribing while watching a video. It helps YouTube to understand that you like it and then promote it to new haters and develop our haters community. While you're answering me on the chat, I propose we move on. And this week we have Marvel versus DC. It's really hard. It's really hard to choose because I hate both. Honestly saying. The only good DC movie I saw, it was about Batman. I don't remember how it was called right. It's Nolan film, and it was good. Like 3 parts, all 3 really good. Nice character developments. It was so moody and interesting, and it wasn't predictable at all. And like really nice full scale cinema. But with modern DC and Marvel movies, you don't see it anymore. You see like lots of CGI, way too much CGI. I would rather prefer normal shooting, like normal cinema does. It's more like watching a cartoon, where you know that there is some villains which have superpowers. There is some good guys who have superpowers. They will fight. At one moment, good guys will almost lose, but then they will recover. They have second fights, then they win, and everyone is happy. Okay, let's go for the next movie, and that's it. I don't know whether you saw it. Someone on some interview, someone asked Martin Scorsese what he thinks about Marvel movies, and what he said, I wouldn't call that a cinema, because in cinema you have the storytelling, you have some interesting story, you have some characters. These characters should develop during the cinema, during the movie, and at the end of a movie you see another character, like a new version of a character from a beginning. And that's the idea of a cinema, and character development is one of really important parts. And also, it's not really cool when you know how the movie will end. Like, come on, I want to have some expectations. I want to have some doubts. Like, I don't like knowing how it will end. And it's not because of spoilers, it's just because all Marvel and DC movies, they end the same. Good guys win, they have usually 2 fights, and that's it. And if Marvel movies, at least they have some jokes, and they are done like, as Martin Scorsese said, and he did it really good, it's more not a cinema, it's an amusement park. A lot of some cool stuff happening, everything is so bright and colorful, some jokes, and the end. And you have like 1.5 hours of fan service of some characters from a comics you liked when you was a kid, in a big movie. But I do prefer real cinema. Like, for example, yes, I totally understand that Marvel and DC, they shouldn't be realistic. It's about superheroes. They are not real in general. But let's take Matrix first part. It was 1999, and it has better CGI than modern Marvel movies with like 100 millions budget. Like, what the hell? First Matrix budget was like a couple times lower, and still CGI was better 20 years ago. And now it's all like so cartoonish, and you see that it's like 100% CGI. It was just done in one room with a green suit, and that's it. It's not what I want to call a movie or a cinema. And I hate it because they show to the whole industry that doing movies, doing like real cinema is not profitable anymore. Doing amusement parks, 1.5 hour of fan service with shitty CGI, which is pretty cheap. It's much cheaper than to do it everything with the real props, somewhere in a real cities and so on. It's much more expensive than doing all the CGI in one studio, and you can earn more money. And it's nowadays it's just about like earning more money. And that's bad because when there is a producer who decides, oh, should I give some money to this director or that director, he thinks, yeah, I should give some money to Marvel Comics or DC Comics because they will earn more. And that's it. They will spend less and earn more. And it's not about doing a nice cinema to entertain a customer. It's just about earning money, and that's a big problem because in the future more and more directors and more producers will prefer doing such kind of films instead of doing like real scale cinema to entertain people in a different way where you have to think, where you don't know how it will end, and you are really into this movie. I'm watching some movies like 15 years old and they've been so much better than they do now. And another thing today, like they almost don't do new movies. It's some prequels, sequels of another movies, same universes and so on. Like with Marvel, it's all connected. And basically, if you take any Marvel movies, they have like 30 of them already. And they are all the same, like different characters, just different CGI, I guess same studio, and they're exactly the same, and they're boring because of it. And I hate them. I hate them a lot, and I wanted to share with you my opinion. With DC movies, even worse, much worse, because I don't know why. Maybe they didn't find a director yet, which can do good. But they had Nolan and Dark Knight. Batman was just amazing. I really liked it. It's super cool. You never know what happens next. Character is good. It develops through the movie, and actors play is amazing. So everything is good. Dark Knight, nice movie to watch. But what they do today is this like Batman versus Superman. It's come on. I didn't finish it. It was like it's super boring. Some unneeded action with shitty fighting scenes. Movies with Jackie Chan were like 100 times better in sense of fighting scenes than any Marvel and DC modern movie. Like you see these fighting scenes, they're like, yeah, really? You think I should buy it? It's like, come on. You take first Matrix, amazing, done, like super cool. It's a real movie. You take any modern comics movie, piece of shit. It's like they don't even try. Like we have nice actors. They already love Thor. They've seen another 11 parts of it. They will watch Thor 12. Nice. Just spend $100 million and do another movie about the same guy in the same universe, and everything is the same. Just we will draw another CGI for it, and that's my thought on it. Write me on the chat, what do you think? Do you like Marvel? Do you like DC? What do you like more? Honestly, I voted for Marvel. I want to hate Marvel more because they're creating a precedent on movie making markets that you don't have to do a nice cinema to earn money, and it's still a business. And they're showing that you don't have to try. You can do like us and still earn money, good money, billions of dollars. and it's it. It's totally enough. At least DC had Dark Knight. I don't know any Marvel movies like which I would say yes, it's a really good cinema. The only good DC thing I saw, it's you should watch it. It's a TV series. It's not a movie. It's a series called Legion. And Legion is amazing. But it wasn't done by like Marvel Studios. It was done by I will write on the chat how it spells. And it was filmed by Noah Hawley Effects based on Marvel Comics. And Marvel received some royalties from it, totally fine. But movies which Marvel do, I missed like 5 of them, and then I had some free time, and I decided, okay, what new do they have? At least it's like spectacular. It's still the same. Like characters didn't change just even a bit. Like 5 years passed still. Since I watched my previous Marvel movies, everything is the same. All the characters are the same. They play the same roles. Again, some apocalypse, and they unite. They fight a bad villain with some superpowers. Really tough fight. Lots of CGI. Way too much CGI, I would say. And they win at the end. Okay. If you did like nice joint, and you're like way too high to concentrate on what you are watching, perfect. Like 2 hours, some colorful stuff is happening, and you try to focus, nice. But if you want your brain's work, if you want to enjoy, if you want to feel some emotion about the characters, about what is happening, you shouldn't watch Marvel and DC. And they have so much money. They earning like $1 billion from every movie. Come on, guys, do something better than movie about black people in a black country wearing latex suits. Come on. You have BLM in the United States. We will do movie where everyone is black. No white people at all. And they are super... they have super text and blah, blah, blah. But it's so boring you can watch it. It's like, come on. Like, and you spend 100 million on it. With 100 million, hire Martin Scorsese and he will do 3 movies 10 times better. That's my idea. But they won't have a box office of 1 billion. That's a thing, yes. But with any art, and cinema is art, you have to teach people. Like many people who have no idea about art, and you show them late Picasso pictures, they would think like, it's some crazy stuff, crazy lines, and I don't understand a thing. Why everyone loves Picasso and why the price is so crazy. Or Van Gogh. But to understand these pictures, you have to be into art. You have to spend some time on your education to understand these pictures better. And when you do it, then you see like this Van Gogh portrait, like yellow one, and you read the story about it. You read the story about Van Gogh, and if you happen to be in Amsterdam, visit his museum. It's just great. Like three level museum when you see the whole life of Van Gogh and basically pictures he draw during his life, and it's connected with what was happening with him during that time, and it's really interesting. And if you spend some time on your own education, you start understanding, and you start understanding why it's so appreciated. Same with classical music. To appreciate it, you have to spend some time to educate yourself, to read about it, to listen. Then you start to join it. If you was listening to hip hop all your life and then someone gives you some Schubert and Mozart, you listen to it like, I prefer 50 Cent. And same thing with movies, same thing with cinema. You have to spend some time educating yourself. But the coolest thing, if you do it, then there is so many cinema, like amazing one, when you will cry half of a movie, and where it touches your like deepest emotions and makes you think about who you are, what is happening around, how to be a better person, how to develop yourself, and so on. Like, that's the way movies should be. For example, you watch movie Armageddon Now. It's a movie about Vietnamese War. I would say one of my favorite movies in general. It's Coppola. And after this movie, you will sit for another 20 minutes silent, thinking about who you are and what you're doing with your life. And I promise you will make some changes afterwards. But with Marvel movies, none of it. None. In 2 days, someone will ask you, what was the movie about? You will say, oh, it was Thor crushing some bad dudes, and everyone was happy at the end, and that's it. Because that's what movie is about. Nothing deeper than that. I think we should fight for nice directors and a nice cinema to stay with us, because otherwise in 10 years all the movies will be like Marvel movies, and people will forget how to think, because it's not an evolution, it's a reverse movement with such movies. And the studios with that amount of money, they could change what is happening, but they don't. They don't care about it. So that's the reason I hate them. And as I see 2,000 of haters voted, so I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only one who's hating them. So join me on this hate attack, and let's hate Marvel. Marvel is winning. Maybe it will change. Maybe more of you will come and vote for DC, and DC will win at the end. I don't think so. I think more people like Marvel. More people hate Marvel, but we'll see. So join me on this fight. Thank you for being now with me on this stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I see you people, like more than half of you watching unsubscribed, and that's not what you want. If you want haters to be strong, if you want haters to be a real power, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to promote this channel, to make community even stronger. Okay, guys,